Imagine a time long before Gautama Buddha, a world where another enlightened being walked the earth, one whose very name meant bearer of light. This is the story of Dipankara Buddha, the past Buddha who set the stage for the coming of Shakyamuni. But Dipankara's legacy didn't just vanish in history. In Nepal and Tibet, his presence remains strong, especially in the form of grand standing statues and mystical legends. Today, we unravel his story, the past, the prophecies, and the spiritual traditions that still honor him. To truly understand Dipankara Buddha, we must travel back thousands of years before the birth of Gautama Buddha. In an age of wisdom and compassion, Dipankara attained enlightenment and guided countless beings toward the path of liberation. One of the most famous stories of Dipankara is the tale of a young ascetic named Sumedha. He was no ordinary man. He was destined to become Buddha in the distant future. But at this time, he was a hermit, deep in meditation, seeking the highest truth. One day, Sumedha heard that a Buddha, a fully enlightened being, was coming to visit his city. Filled with devotion, he rushed to prepare a road for the Buddha's arrival. But he had little time, and the path remained muddy and incomplete. Without hesitation, Sumedha stretched his own body across the road, offering himself as a bridge. As Dipankara walked over him, he gazed into Sumedha's eyes and, in a moment of profound realization, declared, "In a future life, you will become a Buddha known as Gautama." This prophecy became one of the greatest moments in Buddhist history, the moment that set into motion the journey of the historical Buddha, Siddhartha Gautama. Now, let's step into the heart of Nepal, where Dipankara Buddha's legacy remains alive in a way seen nowhere else in the world. In Nepal, Dipankara is more than just a past Buddha. He is a guardian, a protector, and a bringer of merit. Unlike the common-seated Buddhas, the Nepalese tradition has preserved unique standing statues of Dipankara, dating back over 1,000 years. Every 12 years, the grand Samyak Festival takes place in Nagbahal, Patan, a massive gathering of Buddhist communities. Here, the largest standing Dipankara statues are paraded through the streets, accompanied by monks and devotees offering alms. It is said that offering to Dipankara brings boundless merit, leading one closer to enlightenment. Big. This festival is more than a ritual. It is a bridge to the past, a connection to the Buddha who once walked this earth and set the stage for Shakyamuni's enlightenment. While Nepal remains the heart of Dipankara's worship, Tibet also holds his name in reverence, though in a different way. In Tibetan Buddhism, Dipankara is often depicted in Trinity paintings, standing beside Shakyamuni, the present Buddha, and Maitreya, the future Buddha. This symbolizes the eternal cycle of enlightenment, past, present, and future. Though he is not as commonly worshipped as Avalokiteshvara or Manjushri, Tibetan texts describe him as a source of ancient wisdom, a guide whose light continues to shine across generations. What does the story of Dipankara Buddha teach us in today's world? Dipankara's very name means bearer of light. his presence in Nepal and Tibet reminds us that wisdom is timeless, and every act of merit leads us forward on the path of enlightenment. Most Buddhas are seated in meditation, but the standing Dipankara is different. He is active, engaged, walking forward. He reminds us that enlightenment is not just about stillness, but also about movement, about taking action in our lives. Story of Dipankara Buddha is more than an ancient tale. It is a living tradition. If you ever visit Nepal or Tibet, look for the standing Dipankara. Offer a prayer, light a lamp, and remember, enlightenment is not in the distant future. It begins with the steps we take today. Standing posture, Samapada or Tribhanga. The standing form is a key feature of Dipankara Buddha, as he is often depicted upright, symbolizing his readiness to guide beings toward enlightenment. His posture appears firm and stable, with both feet planted on a lotus pedestal. Hand mudras, gestures. Right hand raised in Abhaya Mudra, the gesture of fearlessness and reassurance. Left hand held forward in Virada Mudra, signifying compassion and the granting of blessings. Golden appearance, the statue is gilded in gold, signifying purity, wisdom, and spiritual illumination. Gold also represents the perfected nature of a Buddha's body in Buddhist iconography. Crown and jewelry. The elaborate crown and bejeweled ornaments indicate a crowned Buddha form, common in newer Buddhist art. This signifies that Dipankara Buddha is often honored as a celestial or transcendental Buddha in Mahāyāna and Vajrayāna traditions. Robes and drapery. The finely crafted, pleated lower robe is characteristic of traditional, Nuwa and Tibetan Buddhist sculpture. Aura, Prabhamandala. The halo-like ornate back panel, Torana, surrounding the Buddha is intricately decorated with floral and swirling motifs. This symbolizes divine radiance, indicating that the Buddha is beyond worldly suffering. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this journey, don't forget to like, share, comment and subscribe for more Buddhist history and wisdom. Until next time, keep seeking the light.